Hey friends, welcome back to math. We are on lesson 4 today. We have been talking about shapes. We've been talking about 2-dimensional shapes, 3-dimensional shapes. We have talked about the attributes or the characteristics that describe them. And today we're going to do something, we're going to go a little step further today, okay? So make sure you have your whiteboard ready. And this is probably going to tell you to get some shapes. If you don't have them, that's okay. If you do actually have shapes, then, get them, use them. All right, lesson 4. I can create composite shapes from 2-dimensional shapes. And that sounds complicated, but it's really not. It's basically, we're going to use our shapes today, if I can get them out, and we're going to make other shapes. That's basically what it's saying, okay? So before we do that, we got to get our brains going. All right, let me double check here real quick. We are on, sorry friends, I got to make sure you're not doing a fluency today. Nope, no fluency today, so we're not doing that one today. Okay, so we're going to slide down here. There we go, to our application problem. And we are going to get started. Grab my hat. Sorry about that. All right, got my hat. We're ready to go. Get our brains warmed up. Here we go. Anton made a tower 5 cubes high. Ben made a tower 7 cubes high. How much taller is Ben's tower than Anton's? Okay, so let's go back. Anton has a tower, and I'm going to go this way with my tape diagram this time. 5 cubes high. So I'm going to make my tower, and I'm going to put a 5 in it. Okay. Ben made a tower 7 cubes. Now, if Ben is making a tower that's 7 cubes high, is that more or less than the 5 Anton has? It's more. So we're going to need to make it a little bigger. And we're going to put 7 up here at the top, because I know that Ben is going to have 5, and then he's going to have some more to make it 7. How many more do I need to make it 7? 2 more. How do I figure that out? I'm going to say 7 cubes minus the 5 cubes equal 2 cubes. Now I can do that in my head. I can count back 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Or I could even count on from 5 up to 7. 5, 6, 7. That's 2. So Ben's tower is 2 cubes taller. Okay. And that solves our mystery case, guys. So we're all done with that one. Take off our detective hat, erase our boards, and let's get started. All right, friends. Now I'm going to pause and get our video set up, and then we'll get started. All right, friends, we're ready for our video. You're ready too? Let's go.
Welcome to class, my marvelous mathematicians.
Hey, Miss
It's Miss Caitlin here, ready to guide you through another lesson. Today, we will be making new shapes with composite shapes. Composite. That's a new word. Don't worry, we'll learn all about it today. But first, let's grab some materials. For today's lesson, you will need scissors and pattern. If you don't have pattern blocks, you can cut out the shapes that come with the homework pages for today's lesson. Go ahead and get the materials, and when you're ready, we'll get started. Welcome back. Whether you're using pattern blocks or your cutout shapes, you're ready for today's lesson.
I'm going to use
Let's get started
regular shapes, but I'm pretty sure that I have placed the shapes in your Google Classroom. So if you have access and you want to use those shapes, then go for it. If you don't, it's okay. Okay.
The shapes will be used throughout the next few lessons. We're going to start today's lesson with an exploration. exploration. Take a minute to explore these shapes. What I want you to do is take these shapes and make new shapes. I'm going to be doing it as well. Take as many shapes as you want, put them all together and make new shapes. We'll have 1 minute to explore. You don't have to pause. I'm going to put a timer on for us.
I am going to pause for a minute. I'm trying to get my shapes on here so you guys can see them. So we can make some shapes. And I'm sorting mine so you can see the different shapes that I have. Okay. Now we'll hit play. All right, so 1 minute we can build as many shapes as we can. So, so I might like this shape and maybe make some fun stuff with it. That I could make a star. Maybe I could make a pretty cool looking little thing here. I wonder how I could use this. Looks like a funky looking little thingy. I don't know. I'm just kind of playing around with it. Wonder if I can make a house.
I had so much fun exploring.
Time's up.
Welcome back. Several different shapes. Take a look at my shapes.
Look, she made a little person. Oh, she made the same thing I did.
Let's push our creations to the side and take a look at the pattern blocks we use to make different shapes. What do you see? What shapes do blocks come in?
I see triangles,
I see
trapezoids, squares. The
I
trapezoid.
see hexagons. I see triangles. I see 2 types of rhombus so far. And I see a square. Do you see any rectangles? Did you know a square is a special type of rectangle? A square is also a special type of rhombus, so we really have 3 rhombuses. Most of you use these shapes or your cutout shapes to make bigger shapes by combining them. Those bigger shapes you make when you combine shapes are called composite shapes. Say that with me. Composite.
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 Composite shapes are when you put together shapes to make a new shape. I want you to try making a larger rectangle using just squares. I'm going to go behind my wall and make a rectangle too while you work. Remember, we make rectangles from squares.
So we got squares. I got lots of squares I could use. I could make a bigger rectangle like this. Or I could even make one like this.
I'm in a rectangle using 3 squares. Let's record some of these shapes down. The first thing I did was use 2 squares to make a rectangle. One square.
It's not as easy to trace squares when you're using a dry erase marker.
Squares. The outside I see together, these make a rectangle. Is there another way we did it? Yes, I remember using 3 squares. I'm going to record that.
Oops.
We put 3 squares together and made another rectangle.
Not the perfect one, but it's okay. Like I said, it's kind of hard to make them when you're using dry erase marker.
Let's go Going closer to the side, dashing to the side, and take out a hexagon.
Hexagon.
I want you to cover the hexagon with other shapes so you make the exact same shape with other shapes. I'm gonna go behind my secret wall and do the same thing. Let's see if we get the same.
I wonder what shapes I could use. You know what?
Shapes,
I'm gonna try.
Make the same exact shape on top of the hexagon.
I'm gonna try to make it with my triangles. Let's see if that works. Look, kind of looks like a little pizza, doesn't it?
Go ahead and pause the video if you need more time. This is how I shape the hexagon.
Oh, she used these.
I put the rhombus on top of the hexagon
Where we used 6 triangles.
to make the exact same shape. Other ways you could have done it are you put triangles. You could have a mix of rhombus and triangles. You could have used 2 trapezoids. 2 trapezoids and rhombus in a triangle. There's a bunch of ways you can put together shapes to make a new composite shape of a hexagon. There's not just one way to make a hexagon from other shapes. That's really interesting. Let's make some more shapes.
Okay.
Now I want you to make a large triangle.
A what? A
I'm gonna
large
go behind my secret
triangle?
wall. Let's see if we get the same thing.
A large triangle, huh?
Making a large triangle.
Made a large triangle with that. Wonder if I could use this maybe. And let's see, how big is this one? Oh, it's not gonna work. Maybe make a triangle with these. Let's see. Maybe this. Oh, no, can't quite make that. What else could I use? Could I use more triangles to make a bigger triangle?
Pause the video now if you need more time. This time, I used
Oh, look, she used lots of
little
triangles.
triangles to make a larger triangle. I'm going to record that down.
We used trapezoid and a triangle to make a larger triangle. I don't think I have enough triangles to make a bigger triangle.
I drew a bunch of little triangles to make a much bigger triangle.
I don't have enough triangles to do as big as she did.
Let's look at other ways you could have used it. We could have also used a hexagon and 3 triangles.
Look at that.
What other ways could you have done it?
Use a
Maybe
trapezoid and a triangle.
some rhombus. And what would go there? Yep, triangles. That's a cool one. Anyways, you could have made triangles. You did it! You built new composite shapes using shapes you already had. I love learning new things. Composite shape. Thank you, brain. Give your brain a kiss for working so hard today. Mwah! And then let's give it some love. Repeat after me. My brain is great.
My brain is great.
My brain will grow.
My brain will grow.
The harder I work,
The harder I work,
the more I'll know.
the more I'll know.
That's so true. Come with me as we head to your problem set. Today, your problem set will be very special. You're going to use your homework pages instead of your regular problem set pages. Make sure you go to your homework pages, Your must-do problems are number 1 and 2. You're going to need your scissors to cut out shapes at the bottom if you haven't already. You're going to use those shapes to make new shapes. Or you could just use your pattern blocks if you have any. I had so much fun building with you today. Hope you have a great day, and I can't wait to see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye, Miss Kaylin. Okay, so let's look at our problem set. And yes, I did put the correct thing in your Google Classroom. Okay, because see, this is different, but that's okay. It says use pattern blocks to create the following shapes. Trace or draw to record your word. Now, I don't have access to a printer, so I can't print mine out, okay? And that's okay, because look, your Cami has shapes, has a square or a rectangle, circle, they call it ellipsis, but look, I can make it a circle or I can make it an oval. That's why it's called that, okay? So let me erase that one. It looks like a square, but you can make a rectangle or a square, okay? So let's erase that one too. And then of course you have a triangle. See? You can make it as thin or as perfect as you need it to be. All right, so let's look at this one. This is just an example. This isn't what you're doing. This is different from what you're doing, okay? It says use 3 triangles to make 1 trapezoid. Well, here's what a trapezoid looks like. So how could I use 3 triangles to make a trapezoid? So let me pull up my triangles here. So I'm going to take my 3 triangles and I'm going to fit them on here to make it look like a trap. Okay, so I have 1 triangle there. That looks like that might fit here. Oh, and then I'll have to just turn that one upside down and look at that. I've got 3 triangles to make a trapezoid. So I'm going to make 1, 2, and I know it's going to be hard. Whoops. I know it's going to be hard to do this on here, but I want you to try your very best. So if you need to move it, I think you can click on it maybe and move it over. You know what? Just try your best to do it. And then we're going to draw a triangle here. So see how it looks similar? I know they don't touch, but that's okay because like I said, this is hard to do. Use 4 squares to make 1 larger square, okay? You can do that. Here's 1 square, here's 4 squares. Okay, try your best. Now, if you do have access to a printer and you can print this off, go for it, okay? All right, friends, try your best. Make sure you do 1 and 2 today on your problem set. On the one I give you in Google Classroom, you're gonna do 1 and 2. Then you're gonna do the exit ticket, okay? If you have access to the printer and you wanna cut out those shapes, and that's fine. If you want to draw them out by hand, that's fine too. Or if you're using Cami, you know, use the tools I just showed you. If you have pattern blocks at home, those can help you to move them around so you can see what it's like. All right, friends, if you have any questions, let me know and I'll see you guys later.